Welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. I'm Clone J1. In the last episode, we shot ourselves to the heavens and entered the city in the sky, the next dungeon in the game. This episode, we're going to go ahead and work our way through it to apparently meet a dragon who is apparently terrorizing the city and the Ukaka people. So, that's a thing. So in this episode, we're going to go ahead and work our way, hopefully getting to quite a bit of the dungeon done. With it being so large, it's going to be a trek to do, because there's quite a few different pieces to this dungeon. Thankfully, it's not too difficult to traverse. The Earth rooms are going to be a bit more difficult to figure out, but honestly will not be that bad. Alright, with the boomerang, I'm gonna pull this friendly friend over. And if you stand right here where this fan was blowing up earlier, you'll be shot up into the sky and be able to work your way around. I'm just gonna land right over here. There's a helmet store down there, so do be careful. With the fan right there, I think we have to, yeah, we have to go through there. Which is going to be difficult because I'm not going the right direction. Hello! I can't believe I got it on recording! Dude! I can't believe it fucking happened! You spin me right round, Uka! I cannot believe... Jesus Christ. Apparently this glitch can work in this version. I didn't think it would. I didn't think so. But man, it does. And it's so good. Jesus Christ. Man, I am enjoying this way too much. It's a dream. Dream come true to have this on recording, finally. If you jump down... What? Apparently it's, okay, I think he's come back out of the realm of the spinning. I love that realm. Alright, enough messing around. This episode just started. Let's get back. Regain the composure that, I've so generously lost. With that, we can, there's a ball right here that we can just... Oh man, I don't think I'm gonna be able to recover from that. That was so good. I kind of want to do it again. I don't think it's gonna happen though. I don't think it's gonna happen. Hold on. Oh my god, it happened again. Okay, so that's the setup for this glitch. Cool. Glad I figured that out. All right, let's hold on. Wait a minute. Damn it! Hold on! Hold on. This is important. I promise. What? You went under the floor? I mean, I shouldn't be surprised at this point, but that's where you end up of all places? It's happening. Oh my god, it's happening. Shit! Hold on! This is important. Come on. Where'd you go? Friend! No! Come back! You were spinning, though! Aww. Oh, what? What? Alright. How? Whatever. You couldn't tell. I enjoy breaking this game, but I should probably stop because this game might catch on fire at this point. But man, it's so good. It's so comical. Whatever. Let's continue on through the dungeon. I can't believe I spent so much time on that room. Actually, I can. It's me. And welcome to the second hub room of the dungeon. Apparently. The game focused on the door that was at the bottom. So, Naturally, we have to work our way down there. The easiest way to work yourself down there is by using the iron boots. You do have to be careful though, because the fans will blow you outside of the dungeon through those gaps. So do be careful. I do recommend the quickest way down there is to get the iron boots and just shoot yourself down there. Very, very nice. Alright, coming in through this doorway here, there's a fan that's blowing. If you don't use your gale... Ow. Walking into the fan will do damage to you. There's a ball right there. Doesn't immediately move, so you have to put on your iron boots. And that will stop the fan. So move yourself down and the fan will just start and will take away your chain. This is an Aerophos, and it is the hardest mini-boss in the game to me. Thankfully, it's not too difficult if you know how to work it. The Aerophos has a claw shot target on its shield as a design, and you need to pull him toward you at your utmost best opportunity. Best way to proc him to do that is to use your Gale Boomerang or your bow to have him raise up the shield, and then you can use the claw shots to make him pull it out. Doing that a few times, he'll go ahead and start shooting his way outside of the dungeon through these windows. You need to watch him, see where he's gonna come out of. Oh, apparently there's a third one. And do be careful, because if you don't see where he's immediately gonna be, use Z targets and you can pull him over and you can just do damage to him that way. I believe you can mortal draw him. I don't actually know. I don't remember it. This mini boss usually takes me quite a bit because it's pretty challenging to me, at least. So I don't remember if you can mortal draw. I just don't. Thankfully, I remembered how to completely fight him. It can be quite difficult if you don't know how to trick the stun locks, but thankfully that's how you do it. Beating him will open this chest that we can claw shot to and jump down, and opening this you get a claw shot. Combined with the one you already have, you get the double claw shot. Everyone's favorite item from any Zelda game. Doubled. You can use it to immediately jump from claw shot target to claw shot target. Basically like Spider-Man. And everyone wants to be Spider-Man. So, now, you can hook onto this target right here, lower yourself down a bit, and the vines that were on the window earlier, you can use this claw shot target to jump to this claw shot target, and you can see where this dungeon's going now. It's a lot of playing around in the sky and jumping from spot to spot using the... Wow, I can't believe that didn't work. Using the double claw shots, and it's very much really, really fun to me. And this is why this is my second favorite dungeon in the game. You know, looking past the length and some of the design of the dungeon, because the dungeon itself is not too great. It's not the best dungeon. It's not the worst dungeon as well. It's just kind of there. But with this, it definitely puts itself up there for me. You do have to get out of this room the way you came in, I think, lowering yourself a bit more downward to give yourself more room. Yeah, there we go. You don't want to claw shot too far down with those vines. It's a bit difficult to actually get there. But you can see why we went to this room first before starting this big vertical room that's right out here. Because using the double claw shots is the best way to maneuver through this room. There's quite a bit of stuff going on here. Thankfully, with the double claw shots, we can just jump from spot to spot and make this room much easier to traverse than it would normally be. I'm gonna claw shot this one right here. That should give me enough aerial room. I thought it would at least. Apparently doesn't. Alright. Then we'll just keep jumping to these. See, there is a gate right here that we can't do anything quite with, but there's a ball right there, and apparently we can reach that ball. A ball will open the gate right there, but we can't quite get there. Thankfully, with the double claw shots, we can claw shot to this target right here, and still make it through, passing through to the next part of the game, or next part of the dungeon, which is this section. Now, this is one of the cooler parts of the game, and why I love the double claw shots so much, is being able to jump from these pegs from one another while they're falling and still be fine. Really, really fun part of the dungeon. Open your chest. Well, naturally, the compass of the dungeon. I apparently missed the dungeon map, which was in the hub room, I believe. As long as you follow the way I'm going, you shouldn't need it, because I usually don't need it in this dungeon. Coming out here, you can see there are multiple grates out here with those Deku serpents. So you want to use your bow and shoot them down, because they can be an issue while you're shooting, while you're claw shotting your way through. So you want to go ahead and take them out from a distance. So apparently hitting that one's gonna be an issue. There we go. And now we can go ahead and progress on. This honestly is actually the last dungeon item in the game, is the double claw shots. So it's not really a dungeon item, more or less it's an upgrade to a dungeon item you already had, but I don't care. Still one of the best in the game, compared to like ball and chain and spinner, which are very situational. This one is very much helpful in its own way. I'm trying to think if there's anything left we need to... No, I don't think so. Alright then, we can shoot back over here to the main room. And there's quite a few things we can do in here, I believe. If I can remember. There's one thing I do remember about this area over here, is this fan right here that has the hole. We can go through here, and I believe coming back here would have been a chest, I thought. I could be wrong. There is another one kind of like this, and I believe it's on another section. I'm gonna try and find it. But there is a chest in one of those fans that you do want to grab. I'm trying to remember which one it was. It's definitely not on this side. One thing you can do is one of the towers with the vines does have a spot right here that you can stand on. If you look up, you can see there is a ball right there hanging right above the fan. I don't think we can reach that quite yet. I think it's in quite a spot you can't reach. Right now, at least. I could be wrong. But we can't do anything with that right now. What we can do, though, is get back to the area where the bridge was broken. Because there was a section over there that we weren't able to deal with at the first point. Alright, once you come out here, as you can see, the wind is still blowing, but now there are these pea hats. you can claw shot from P-hat to P-hat to make it across. Do be careful though, because if the wind blows and you are falling, it's going to still push you. I believe if you're on the P-hats, it won't do anything, as long as you're still hooked to them, which is fine. And now we can do what I was trying to show when we were first in this room. Coming down here, and you can claw shot to each of these targets and work your way down here. You want to stay on this one, I think. I think there's actually a platform. Yeah, there's a platform down here. Okay, good. And there is a target right there. And using this one, you can get to that one right there. If I can actually hit it, thank you. And there is a chest right there that we can work our way toward. I think you can get to that somehow. You should be able to. We'll grab it in a moment, I guess. Oh, wow, I did not mean to jump that. The one issue is if you fall during this bit, you have to start through this upper section again and do all this again. So this can be quite annoying trying to get back to where you were originally. So do be kind of cautious. Alright, if you come up to the other target that I didn't shoot to earlier, this is how you actually get this chest. In it is just a bunch of arrows. So if you need them, they're there. I just mortal draw the Deku Serpent, which did not do anything. That was impressive, I'm gonna say at the very least. Alright, coming back here to this one. What I wanted to do was come over here. And there are some of these pots right here that we can break for arrows, and there's some shoes over here as well. You can instantly kill them with the claw shots if you want. I don't tend to because they're not that much of a threat. If I can figure out how to get back. What? There was a spot I could claw shot to. Oh, right there. Wow, that blends in so well with that wall. I can't believe. Wow, it's really difficult to see. I think I'm too low on this wall, though, and I don't think I can shoot to the one on the ceiling. So I think we need to get to here. Because that point on the ceiling is where we should be going to. What? Hold on. Wait a minute. Link! Link, what's wrong with your arm there, sir? Okay. Whatever. This game is breaking every step of the way. It's comical, I'll say at the very least. I don't remember how to progress through this part. Hold on. Oh, that's right. There's this section down here. Again, parts of this dungeon can be quite confusing. You do need to do a lot of looking around, because even with the dungeon map, it's very hard to see verticality in this dungeon specifically because of it. So it can be a challenge. Thankfully, it's not too bad. It could be a bit more worse for wear, but thankfully it's not. Clawing up to this wall right here. I will say, as we're working our way through this area, because it's all just a bunch of jumping, I will say the music in this dungeon as well is very atmospheric. I love just the kind of angelic harmonics. Whoa, boy, I almost fell off. Just coming from like the ambience. This dungeon's quite nice. I can't believe I made that jump. That's impressive. Can you like not be there? Okay. That works. Come on, open the dead gum chest. This chest is a bunch of bombs. And there's a chest on the other side, and apparently you came back. Can you like not? Thank you. Cool. Alright, now if we work our way back over where this door was, we can jump over here and get this chest. netting us. A stamp! It's a Ukiko stamp. Hooray. Very useful. In the door, you'll see this big boy is back as well. There's a lot of enemies that come back from the original forest temple that are in this area now. The best way to deal with this guy is to get him on the ground by shooting him with the bow. Oh god, Deku Serpents are also going to be an issue. Can you, like, come here, please? After dealing him enough hits, there's going to be this plant that opens up, and you want to lob a bomb in the plant. Doing so will make the plant wither away and open up the center of the platform. If you could, like, not be annoying, that'd be wonderful. And I'm gonna pick up this other one, hopefully getting a heart. No, because it flew. Huh, interesting. If I can remember, I think, yeah, this one is where we need to go. What? What? It's going, like, through it. What? Why is everything breaking in this episode? It's so weird. Alright, call shot over to this Ivy over here. And these keys are going to be quite annoying, so you do want to try and take care of them if you see a keys kind of floating around you. Come up here. Deal with them. Going through this narrow passageway, if you Z-target, you'll be able to make this a lot easier for yourself. I'm going to go ahead and take you off your vine so you'll fall off like that. We can open this chest. Get ourselves a bunch of arrows. Because everyone likes arrows, right? It's arrows, man. Arrows. I'm just going to use Call Shot to deal with you two. Send you through to the void and the wall. Apparently it won't let you climb up here, so you do have to kind of sidle along this wall right here and be careful. There is a chest right there with a Deku Serpent hanging above it, so if you just roll toward it, you can grab it, netting you a piece of hearts, the first one of the dungeon. Which is very, very easy to get, but also easy to miss if you don't think you can actually come over toward this way. I'm trying to think of where to go now, because this room can be quite confusing. I thought you could actually go up there, but apparently not. Alright, so we can work our way this way. Alright, if you work yourself back over to where the podium over here where the vines are, let's see, there is a Deku Serpent right here. You can just shoot him down and he'll fall off on his own. Opening up this chest right here will net you a yellow rupee, which isn't too bad. Could be a bit more useful though. There is a call shot target right there. Can't quite hit that where I'm at though. Try to figure out how to hit that one. That's right, okay, so if you come back over here, where the piece of heart was, you'll be able to hook yourself onto this one. And shoot yourself over to the next target. And shoot yourself over to these vines. And then you can claw shots to the center point right there. Which will allow you to reconsider your life choices, apparently. Okay, I'll be honest. I don't quite remember what you're supposed to do up here, which is fine. You can leap down here, and there is a armored Lizalfos right here that you can deal with. Which is fine. I'm surprised he didn't attack me. He just kind of stood there. And coming through this room leads you out to the open air of the dungeon, which we're going to deal with in the next episode, because we've gone on for quite a bit. So, in the next episode, we're going to work our way through more of sitting in the sky, hoping to get toward the end. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.